All right, guys, I want to talk to you real quick about what's the difference between scaling in and adding to a loser. Okay. Now, I see a lot of these YouTube traders adding to losers because they're so far underwater that they're trying to get back, and they're hoping that, price comes back so that they can get out even or with the loss. Okay. And that's the wrong way to trade. Yeah, if you're trading with $1 million bankroll, then yeah, you can do that. But most of you guys have small accounts and you can't trade that way, and nor should you. Okay, that's the wrong way to trade. So, scaling in is basically, let's say a stock is at $10.60 and the breakout level was $10. Okay, so as price comes back down to retest that $10 level, you want to start scaling in. Let's just say you're going to buy 500 shares. As a new trader, let's say you're going to buy 100 shares, okay? And you don't fire them all off at once, okay? You buy 25 shares at 10.10. You buy 25 shares at 10.05. You buy 25 or 50 shares at $10, okay? That is scaling in. And then hopefully you get the bounce. Now, guys, if you're wrong and price breaks below that and you see a big seller show up, you should cut it right away. And if price goes back above $10, you can always get back in if you have to, okay? So that's scaling in. Now, adding to a loser is, let's say you did the same thing, you scaled in and price breaks below 10, but it breaks hard. Okay, boom, hard flush down to 960, 970. All right, and it maybe continues a little lower to 950. Okay, at that point, doubling your size, adding another 100 shares or maybe 200 shares at 950 is adding to a loser, hoping that it just bounces back to 10 or 975. You can get out at a break even instead of taking the big loss. Okay, and that is adding to a loser, and you don't ever want to do that. Okay, occasionally it works out, but most of the time it doesn't work out. And I'm guilty of it too. I've done it many times. When I first started trading, sometimes I would win. More times than not, I would lose, or I would just be cutting with a small loss. So guys, what you have to do is make sure that you are disciplined enough to cut that loss as soon as you are wrong. Stocks almost always give you a chance to get out. All right, it might poke down below 10 a little bit, poke down a little bit, 998, 995, 996. All right, at that point you got to get out. Quit playing with it, because the next move is gonna be the 60-cent or 50-cent flush. Okay, and so you almost always have a chance to get out. And so you need to make sure that you're disciplined enough to realize you're wrong and get out. All right, there's nothing wrong with getting out and then reattacking if price comes back to where you wanted it to. Okay, yeah, sometimes price will slip down and trigger a bunch of stop orders and stuff and then come back. That's cool, whatever. Like, that's fine. Part of being a good trader is just recognizing when you're wrong, get out, and don't have the emotional roller coaster going on of oh, I hope it comes back, or I think it's gonna come back, or it might go retest the high a day. We don't deal with that stuff, guys. If you're wrong, get out immediately, and that's it. Just cut it. Okay. So that's the difference between scaling in and adding to a loser. Scaling in is you're just dividing up your normal share size into quarters or thirds, and you're just gradually adding as price approaches your level. And then adding to a loser is when price breaks down real far and you start doubling your position size or tripling your position size. to try and get a bounce so that you don't lose. Okay, and that's a very dangerous game, guys. You're better off cutting it early and not worrying about it. Okay, you know, many times I've cut it early and price will get that flush, and then I would just scale in toward the 950 level. Flushes down toward 960, I grab some shares down there and ride it up. All right, you're better off getting out early and not being underwater too much, you know, a couple bucks, whatever, and you know, you get out early and then you get back in at a lower price. That's all. But you want to make sure you don't add to losers, because when you do that, you're setting yourself up for trouble. More than likely you're going to lose money, and that's why I got to make this channel, right? I don't want anybody to be losing money. I want you guys to be winners. I want you to be successful, consistently profitable, and, you know, be traders, the traders that you want to be. All right, no one sets out to trade with a mindset of, oh, I'm going to be losing all my money. Everybody thinks they're going to make a lot of money, and most new traders do it wrong and they end up losing. So I hope this helps you guys. Talk to you soon. Till next time, peace.